Welcome back as we talk about a cross-country bike ride for a special cause. You got one man on a 5,800-mile journey raising money for a medical condition that affects millions of Americans. We're talking about peripheral neuropathy. He's here in studio with us, Mr. Gregory Masson, to talk more about his journey, also how he got here. Good morning to you, good sir.
It's such a pleasure to be here.
It's an honor to have you, because when we talk about peripheral neuropathy, the first question is, what is that?
Yeah, it's a it's a neurological condition that is affecting over 30 million people in America alone. It affects your hands, it affects your feet. People start to feel tingling, burning, cannot sleep anymore. Very often have depression and anxiety because of, well, what's happening to my body? What is happening? And why is no one out there to tell me what I have? It's very difficult to diagnose. Many people do not know what they have. And that's why I'm going across America as part of a 5-year awareness tour to let people know that there is professional care out there and that they need to seek medical care if they have those conditions.
Right, and what's interesting about this is that there is nothing peripheral, shall we say, about peripheral neuropathy in terms of the number of people it does affect. You mentioned that it does take time for a diagnosis, something you found out firsthand.
Yeah, I became very ill when I was working overseas on behalf of the American government in South Africa in 2017. And it took me more than 2 years to get a proper diagnosis. I saw many physicians and they just didn't know what I had. So I came under the care of Johns Hopkins. It's an expert center of the Medical University in Baltimore. And they said, we know what you have, we see it all the time. I said, well, you must be kidding me. No. So that's how I got in the trajectory. Yeah, they said, you need to exercise. I said, are you out of your mind exercising? I don't feel so well. I said, it's very important to exercise, and this is one of our key messages for this tour. You don't have to go across America, you know, to feel better like I do, but it's very important to exercise when you have a medical condition that you're dealing with, and under the care of professionals, look into that. And yeah, that's one of the key messages of our campaign.
And that's what has you moving thus far. Started in Florida, whereabouts again?
Yeah, West Palm Beach. We started in Florida on March the 1st, and I'm now, I looked it up, 1,804 miles into the tour, and some 4,000 miles to go all the way to Los Angeles.
There we go, coast to coast, very much so. And we're trying to raise money. We've already raised an amount of money. And where do the proceeds go?
The proceeds go to more awareness and education related to the condition, but also more research.
All right, thank you, sir. We are out of time, but I was reading and talking about just how common this is, also brought on in part, some cases, a viral infection. So people who may have had COVID, one of those long COVID symptoms, things you just don't know until you know.
Correct. Diabetes is also an important cause,
sir.
And people who have cancer treatment also.
All right, well, we do appreciate you coming in. We also appreciate your efforts. So if people do see you on a bike, they know why you're here raising money for something that does affect millions of Americans.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Masson, with that, of course. And remember, money raised from those donations will go toward more research and education for peripheral neuropathy.